Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. I've done more than one video on welding names into a shape, but somebody they sent me this font and they want this font with this name. And I actually had the font. Somebody mentioned me the other day and I never thought about it. This must have happened later. If I want to save this, you can have that checked. And then the person you're sending it to will be able to, it embeds that font into the word. But here's the problem with the font. If we left click, right click, it's got this. We don't want to change it from a font yet. So with this, I can go to object and shaping and weld. If you notice the weld tools, because we're in font mode, are not open. So we're going to shaping in this weld and it welded us. Now, also, we need the L connected. So it's still a font. I can take these two nodes and kind of carefully put it up in here, kind of get it straight, then uncheck that and take this node and actually put it further. I'm going to just see what happens when we take away these two nodes, kind of make it round. Now, object, shaping, weld again, and now we got a complete structure. Now, to make this heart, depending on what version you have, it's either called basic shapes or common shapes. I'm just going to make a heart. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. Now I could contour it, but what we could do is make this a 1/2 inch thick line. And since it's so big, I'm going to make it a 1 inch line. I'm going to left click or click on object, convert the outline to an object, and then I can left click, right click, and I have that item. Now all we need to do is just bring in our word, and man, that's almost perfect inside. We're going to enlarge it just a little bit. As long as you've got a couple of pieces touching on both sides, it's going to work. And then for the one I'm doing it for, don't forget to put a ring up top if you're going to hang this as an ornament. Then select it all, and your weld tools comes up, and you just hit weld, and it did it automatically. And take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, and or left click, right click on hairline and make sure it's a hairline, and that will cut out. I guess since that was such an easy video, let's go ahead and put a ring up there, making it pretty easy. Just take a oval, or an oval, a ring, a circle, and just kind of put it into your heart. Now, don't worry about all the other things. Now, if we welded this now, I don't know if it's going to work, but we can try it. And it worked. So then all we have to do is take, and you could have that higher or lower, and then take another ring, another ellipse, and put it in there for that. Now that's a little bit big. Let's go a little bit smaller. So we're going to take this, and if you ever have trouble getting to this point, let's zoom in. You don't have to make it weld. Let's see if it'll weld. A lot of times things like that won't weld, and it does. And it welds pretty good. Sometimes if you can't get it to weld, all you have to do is take your virtual segment delete key and delete that. Now, I would strongly suggest, since we didn't weld it, that piece isn't connected. So what I would do then is still take my other eyelet, and you would need to measure it. I'm drawing huge. This thing should be probably 1/8 of an inch. Put it semi in the middle. Now, here's kind of the key. Take your Smart Fill tool and fill that in. Then when you move that Smart Fill away, you can left click, right click, and you have a all one piece ornament. Only thing I might do different if I was going to do it again, it kind of shows off the H. You could have moved it over and have it smooth. This should be structurally pretty strong. And because it's not really lines, you can probably make it as small as you want. There's 2 inches and it's going to look pretty good. Anyway, I hope that helped them, and thank you for watching.